Know that every miracle in the Bible, every miracle in the New Testament was actually done in the Old Testament. The only thing different that Jesus did when he came was cast out devils. Okay? If you have a ministry and you're preaching the gospel and you're not casting out devils, you are in trouble. Because when these demons come after you, you are ill-equipped to deal with them. At some point, you got to know how to handle the devil yourself, especially if you're on the front lines in ministry. There are people also who come to Jesus. They come out of satanic, demonic lifestyles, worldly lifestyles. They come out of the gang. They come out of prostitution. They come out of just narcissism. They come out of abusive relationships. They get, they come out. They may not have any demons cast out of them, but their lives change. And they have children. And guess what? Because they didn't get delivered, their children go through the same thing. Or their children end up getting sacrificed. Especially if you're coming out of witchcraft. Don't think you're just going to walk away from witchcraft without getting delivered. And I don't mean no one-time session where you're throwing up in a bucket. If you have been into witchcraft, it's going to take a long time, many, 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 many iterations of deliverance in order for you to get free. So I know you are in a Bible-believing church and you serve in ministry and you're preaching the gospel. But if you haven't had demons cast out of you, your kids are going to suffer greatly. You're going to suffer. Because deliverance is salvation, and you're neglecting one of the most important aspects of deliverance. I believe the four pillars of the gospel are what? Eternal life, healing, deliverance, and prosperity. All right? So I just want to let you, I'm sorry. I'm not going to call any names. If you're one of those people who think you're going to be a missionary and then just go over to some foreign country and preach the gospel without having a target on your back and think you're just going to come back and everything's going to be okay, the joke is on you. Okay? You're going to be the first one trying to find somebody to pray for you. Oh, pray for such and so and so. You know the prayer list. Prayer list used to be a mile long, right, in the church. Then one by one, them people, they died off. They never got better. I'm sorry, it's not funny. But in a way it is. Because I was in the old church. I can see myself sitting right there in that little bitty church, Morgan Park Church of God in Chicago on the south side. And I remember that prayer list. And them people, I don't remember them people ever coming back. It was like, it wasn't really the prayer list. It was like the death list. It was bad. Pray for Mother so-and-so. Mother so-and-so never came back, okay? It was terrible. She never came back, okay? Because if you're not casting out demons, you're screwed. With extra infinite emphasis. Okay? Because Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And if your ancestors have done stuff like build altars, sacrifice children, murder people, rob the bank, okay, be horrible to children, traffic children, just set up a screen so that the devil can do his evil work and torment many people in life. If your ancestors were horrible people, I think that's all of us. If your ancestors were horrible people, And then you come to Jesus Christ and think, I'm just going to be good. I'm just going to live a Christian life and I'm going to do everything right and I'm going to make it to heaven and everything's going to be okay. And then you're wondering, what in the world is going on? I've been in the church. I'm studying my Bible. I'm fasting. I'm fasting till I'm a stick. Some of y'all like 300-pound sticks. But I'm fasting all the time. And why am I going through all this? Because your ancestors did some really horrible, horrible things. And you paying the consequences for them. Exodus chapter 20, the sins of the father are visited upon the children to the third and fourth generations. I'm sure you less than 4 generations away from a sinner. We all are. Okay? You ain't no better. Okay? You know better. Stop thinking you better. Okay? Okay, but my daddy was a pastor. That's only 1 generation. You don't know what drove your daddy into the pulpit. He could have been running from, he could have saw his friends get shot and killed and was running like, they were like, you next, my brother, you next. And he ran to Jesus. You don't know what kind of targets are over your head. And y'all want to be missionaries. You want to go overseas. You want to do all that stuff. But you don't want to deal with demons. Yeah, okay. Let's see you get out of this world without dealing with some demons. If you don't deal with them outside, I guarantee they're going to show up in your kids. They're going to give you the time of their life. You came out of prostitution and now you a good girl and you wondering why your child is out there selling her body. Because you never cast the demon out of yourself. It's still in the bloodline. It's still in the family. Okay? You wondering why your child got a hit out on them. And you got to ship them out of the city of Chicago down south. That's what they used to do. And they might still do it. The parents up in Chicago, a lot of them came from the South. A lot of them were from, they were Native Americans that lived up there because Chicago was a trading post. But there were a lot of people who came up that Mississippi River and they lived in Chicago. And so if the kids got in trouble, they would send them back down south with the relatives. But if you don't get delivered, and that target is still on their back. Didn't Emmett Till go down south to try to get away from the city? You see what happened to him. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing about it. But his parents probably thought they were trying to keep him safe by sending him out of the city. And what they do? The target was still on his back. They got him in the South. You cannot run from the curse. You can't run. You can run, but you can't hide. Okay? The curse, it passed down from generation to generation. Get delivered.